I am here. I am. I'm a little late, but that's okay, right? Sometimes we run a little bit behind. Hello, everybody. It is another glorious day. It is the 12th of April, Tuesday, the 12th of April, 2022. It is 11:30 a.m. Well, not really. It's 11:40 a.m. But irrespective of time, irrespective of what it says on the clock, that's what I meant to say. Irrespective of what it says on the clock, it is time now for our Midday Mindful Moment. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz. I'm the minister here at Unity of Tucson. And this is the opportunity we take every Tuesday through Friday to engage in some spiritual practice. We engage in this spiritual practice consistently and regularly because when we do that, what I have found with consistent spiritual practice, life has just gotten better. So that's what we're here to do, make life better. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment. Let me know you're here. I see that Sherry is here saying it is perfectly timed. Indeed, it is. Blessing, namaste, and blessing, congratulations to you. What a blessing for you and for the world. I will let you determine if you want to express to people what it is I'm congratulating you about, but I imagine you know what I'm congratulating you about. I'll let you make that determination. I, of course, want to offer this. Oh, and Darwin and Jerry, grateful to have you here as well. It is a lovely, thankful Tuesday and a terrific Tuesday from Kathy Brandon, she says. Yes. Wayne, pure love, rah. Yes. Yes. What do you think I'm going to say now? I'm going to tell you, you are love. You are light. You are life. You are magnificent. And I am so deeply grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence. Yeah. Today, I'm going to honor a request that I have had, and I'm going to do it in the best way that I can because the request that came through was to talk a little bit about the creative process. And the thing that came up for me when I got this request is, in some ways, it's all I ever talk about. It's all I'm ever talking about. But I want to kind of create a system today in terms of how I discuss the creative process. And one of the things that came up was the notion that there seems to be a construct that perhaps it's different in Unity. As I will remind you, my path in this ministry thing was through religious science, which is part of the New Thought umbrella. So I was originally a religious science minister, ordained in religious science, subsequently became ordained in Unity. And sometimes people ask me, well, what's the difference between the two? Well, the difference between the two is not in principle. It is not in the way we understand the creative process. It's just really, in many ways, the language that we use. So if we start to systematically look at this, where I'm going to begin is to say, fundamentally, we have principles we teach within Unity, within the New Thought movement in general. And I want to talk about these principles. There are 5 basic principles that make up the Unity approach. Number 1, God is all there is. That's it. That's the first principle we ground ourselves in. God is all there is. Number 2, human beings are inherently divine. Now, why is this? Well, if we think of it in terms of a logical progression, if we say that God is all there is, God is infinite, well, then human beings are part of God because we cannot be separate from that which is infinite. Otherwise, neither would be infinite. Each would be finite. So we are an expression. We are the blossom on the infinite flowering plant of life. I don't know. That kind of is a weird metaphor that came through my brain, right? So God is all there is. Human beings are inherently divine. Our identity is God. That's number 2. 3, and this is where we really get into Creative Process 101. Thoughts and beliefs create the events and experiences of our lives. Okay? It goes in line with the formula that I have back there that I've put on my wall as a constant reminder that our thoughts create, right? So the formula says T to the power of B and all of that to the power of F equals QL. What does that mean? Thoughts exponentially affected by belief, which is all exponentially affected by feeling, equals the quality of our life. So if we want to change the quality or expression or experience of our life, the thing we root ourselves in is thought, belief, and feeling, not trying to change the stuff out there. How do we do this? Well, that becomes number 4 in the principles. Affirmative prayer and meditation are the practical tools we teach to use these. Sorry, I'm not reading this right. I'm going to read it again. I'm going to clarify. I'm a better reader than this usually. Affirmative prayer and meditation are the practical tools we teach and use to design these events and experiences of our lives. Okay, so God is all there is. We are inherently divine. Our thoughts and beliefs create, and we activate those through prayer and meditation as spiritual practices. Number 5, the principle we teach is we got to use this stuff. We have to take it beyond an intellectual study and actually embody it into a practice in our lives. And so that's the whole point and purpose of why I do this every single Tuesday through Friday. And I'm engaged in spiritual practice beyond this too, right? This isn't my only spiritual practice. I mean, certainly Sundays, and I pray every day. I meditate every day. I engage the practice. And what I have found is that in a consistent engagement, the quality of my life has gotten better. So that's the creative process 101. Our thoughts create. Now, somebody asked me about love and law, and that is a specific terminology that is utilized within the religious science side of New Thought, but it actually mirrors in unity as well, that there is an infinite creative impulse that is flowing. That's what we call love. And it is impressing upon the law of cause and effect is what we use in religious science. In unity, it's the law of mind action, but they're the same thing. And so there's an active participation in this whole thing. So what do you want to change? What do you want to change? That becomes the question. What do you want to change in your life? And know, as I always begin my affirmative prayer, know that the change is initiated by going to the inner life, the life of thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. And as we shift the inner life, we live in the unfoldment of those things in the outer expression. You know, far too many people go in there and we're like, I want to change the things out here. Let that go. Those things will take care of themselves. It's part of the faith that the world of form, the world of construct, the world of evidence will take care of itself. That is all the evidence of that which is happening within each and every one of us. And so, how will you choose to change your mind and heart today to create the quality of life you would like? It's up to each and every one of us. And if we're having trouble with it, well, then we join together, because where 2 or more are gathered, we create change. But you have the authority to do it. It is your, I said in the class the other day, it's your DNA, your divine natural authority to be able to engage this practice. You don't actually need anybody else, but if you require the support, then go get the support. That's totally fine, because we're all in this thing together. So that's a bit of Creative Process 101. I trust it was valuable for you. So what will we pray on today? Well, today I want to focus on the form of prayer, and that is speaking as God, not to God. And if you listen to the language that I use in this prayer, I am not begging or supplicating myself or asking for anything. I am affirming good. I am affirming that all is well. I am affirming the truth, the spiritual truth. and trusting that, and in that affirmation, which is taking care of the inner life, my outer life flows forth in accordance with that. So there we are. Good morning to William and Anita. Grateful to have you here. Robin, grateful to see you here as well. So let's engage in some affirmative prayer. What do you say? If it is safe and comfortable for you to close your eyes, to turn that attention to the inner life, I invite you to do so. And allow yourself to be in a space, in a place of conscious awareness, deepening into an awareness. For it is in awareness of what is happening within that we can adjust and allow the forward momentum of creation to construct our outer reality. But it's all by focusing on the mind and heart, our thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. I begin in this understanding that there is only one infinite power and presence. There is God and nothing else. God is greatness on demand. God is the life force energy. And this energy is neither created nor destroyed. It simply changes form. And it is consistently in a state of change. And I know, I trust, and I allow that through addressing my own thoughts, my own beliefs, and my own feelings, that I direct the manner in which this energy shifts and changes in experience. I know that this is so because I am, we are, each and every one of us, fully in the identity of the divine. There is no separation. For God is infinite. We are expressions within infinity. We are identities within infinity. And so I speak with the authority of the infinite here and now, and know that as I speak, my word creates. My word backed by belief and infused with feeling. The feeling of joy, the feeling of light, the feeling of happiness, the feeling of magnificence. And so I choose in this moment to affirm a deeper understanding and a deeper acceptance and a deeper resonance with the core of all that is. I know that as I accept God as the only thing there is, and understand my identity within it, that I am free. I am freed from the shackles of outer considerations, and I am open to the infinite source to flow into expression always. And so all is well, all is taken care of, all is in divine order, all is magnificent. It is with gratitude overflowing from within that I welcome and accept this magnificence, and I do so freely, openly. And I release any consideration for the how or the what it should look like. And I live in faith that what flows forth is for my highest benefit and for the benefit of each and every one of us. I welcome this flow, and I let it be so. And I affirm it by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. Well, thank you for joining me here for the Midday Mindful Moment. I'm going to give you fair warning that I will be taking next week off from the Midday Mindful Moment as I am going on vacation. I will be gone Monday through Friday of next week. I will not be in the office. So just giving you the heads up that next week we will have a week break from the daily mindful moment. Does that mean that I am not engaging in my own spiritual practice on those days? No, I will still be engaging, and I invite you to consider the ways in which you might engage in your spiritual practice next week. But that's next week. I will be back tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. or around that time, right here on Facebook and YouTube. I would love for you to continue to comment. Thank you, Robin. Holy in the flow, divine chill. Love that, Wayne. Yes, so continue to comment whether you're watching live or on the replay, like and follow, all that jazz, and share the prayer. Share this. This might be a good one for people who maybe are new to this philosophy. I've kind of covered a lot in a short amount of time. I mean, we can go into depth having deep discussions about these things in classes. And in fact, I just finished a class a few weeks ago, the foundations class, where we did go into depth about the creative process. So if you have ever wondered, join a class. Like you will always benefit from a class. Would love to see you there. That's it. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Peace and blessings to you. Have a magnificent day. Know that you are magnificent, not because of anything you do. It's just the core of who you are. Bye, everybody.